running.
There is blood, gore, hence violent news. Just want to make sure my audio is okay.
Hey everyone,
Hey,
welcome back to another tabletop adventure here at Digital Woods. This is going to be the pregame show for the 2,000 point game coming out this week.
Points.
Yes, it's going to be epic. I think this is our first time trying something this high points.
Yep.
For it, we're going to be having Mike run his Necrons.
Yay.
And because I actually turned out I had enough points of Grey Knights so 2,000 points of Grey Knights.
Can't wait.
Yeah. I didn't actually have to bring that many models.
No. And so with any points game that's 1,000 and up, we're going to be doing a pre-game show.
Yeah, we're in the pregame show.
We're in the pre-game show. I'm sick, so if I say something or do something that Key already said, I'm using that as an excuse.
Yes. If you want to jump straight to the action, check out the link below. Otherwise, we are going to go over armies, set up the table, and go over the game we are going to be playing. So we will jump to that in a bit. See you in armies.
Yay. Alright, so here's going to be my 1,999 points of Necron. Couldn't quite get that last point in. I'm going to be running the Mefrit Dynasty and getting right into actual models. So my Warlord is going to be an Overlord with the Warlord trait Merciless Tyrant from Mefrit. He's going to be bringing in a Staff of Light, which I'm going to be swapping out for the Voltaic Staff, which is the Mefrit special weapon kind of thing. Next, I'm going to be bringing a Cryptek with a just standard Staff of Light and a Canoptic Cloak. On to infantry and whatnot. I've got two identical groups of Immortals, just the base 5-dude groups, all carrying Gauss Blasters. Next, I have 19 Necron Warriors. I would have had 20, but I had to move points around. Next, on to some more heavier stuff. I'm bringing a Treyarch Stalker with a twin heavy Gauss cannon. Huzzah! Next, I'm going to be bringing a Ghost Arc, which is going to hopefully help me with the sustaining power. Next, a Monolith, just standard as it is. Next is going to be a Catan Shard of the Deceiver with the special powers, or the Catan powers, of Antimatter Meteor and Transdimensional Thunderbolt. And lastly, because this is a high points game, I'm going to be bringing a Gauss Pylon, all with its standard kit and a teleportation matrix. And that is my 1,999 points of Necron.
Alright everyone, this is going to be my 2,000 points on the dot of Grey Knights. It'll be split up between two separate detachments. The first one is a battalion, and the second one is a spearhead detachment. So starting off with the battalion, I have Captain Stern. He will be having his usual unique character kit, and for psychic powers, he has Hammer Hand. Moving on to my second HQ, it is Grandmaster Valdis. Once again, unique character kit, and then he will have for his psychic powers Sanctuary, Gate of Infinity, and Vortex of Doom. Moving on to the three troop choices, I have two 5-man strike teams. One just running Halberds and Stormbolters, the other one running mostly Halberds, Stormbolters, but there is also a Psi Silencer in that unit. And for the third troop, I have a 5-man Terminator squad. They will have, once again, Halberds, Stormbolters. There is a Psi Cannon in that unit, and for all three of those units, their psychic power is going to be Hammer Hand. Moving on to my elite choice for this area, I have an Apothecary. He'll have his standard equipment, no real upgrades on him. He's got a Falchion as like the 0-point upgrade that he can take, and he will have Sanctuary as a psychic power. And next I have a Paladin Ancient. He is armed with a Falchion and a Stormbolter. He will have himself the psychic power of Gate of Infinity, and he'll be taking the Relic of Gate of Infinity. Sorry. Relic of Refining Flame, psychic power of Gate of Infinity. said the same thing twice. Moving on, the last thing in the battalion detachment, I have myself one dedicated transport of a Rhino, armed with a Storm Bolter and a Hunter-Killer missile, just because of points. Moving on to my second detachment, which is a Spearhead detachment, is led by the Warlord for this particular army, a Chaplain, and he will have himself his Crozius Arcanum, a Storm Bolter, the Warlord trait First into the Fray, and he will have the psychic power of Purge Soul. Moving on to the heavy supports, I have one 5-man unit of Purgation Squad, 4 will be carrying Psy Cannons, and the Sergeant will have himself a Warding Stave. Moving on to my next, I have a Land Raider. For a heavy support, he has 2 twin-link las cannons, a twin heavy bolter, a storm bolter, a hunter-killer missile. And for my last heavy support choice, I have a Nemesis Dread Knight. He'll have the Nemesis Greatsword, a heavy incinerator, and a heavy silencer. And he will also have the Nemesis Teleporter upgrade, and a psychic power of, I think Sanctuary was the one I gave him. And that is going to be my 2,000 points of Grey Knights. Okay, here's everything deployed for our Secure and Control game mode. We rolled off randomly for the Eternal War mission. In this one, there are one objective in each deployment zone. They're worth victory points at the end of the game for whatever side is holding them, so go claim your opponent's thingy. There's First Blood, Slay the Warlord, Linebreaker still in effect. Other than that, Mike put his warriors inside of the Monolith. His Pylon is in Deep Strike. And
my Overlord and Cryptek are currently riding along in the Ghost Ark.
In the Rhino are both 5-man strike team squads. I've got my Purgation squad right here. In the Land Raider, wow, almost couldn't say that word. In the Land Raider are all 5 of my characters. And in Deep Strike, I have both my Nemesis Dreadnought and my Terminator squad. Yeah, and we are going to have to roll to see who goes first using the new rules in Moltz. I finished deploying first by having about 7 of my drops put in vehicles, so...
Yep.
So I will be... To roll off.
Yeah.
I got a +1 to it. Yay!
Damn.
Yeah.
Are you choosing to go first?
Yes, I will choose to go first. Do you want to seize the initiative?
I will attempt to seize the initiative. No. With a 3, I don't get it.
So it's going to be Grey Knight's turn 1. So we are going to end the pregame show here, I guess. Looking forward to seeing things in action.
Same.
Check out the link down below to get into the action.